Hello friends, it is Running Kimono. I hope you're all doing great. Today's video, I had a subscriber reach out to me about 2 weeks ago with this subject. We've talked several times. I'm not going to read the email verbatim because I was asked not to, but she said that I could absolutely share this story with you guys. I know this has happened to close friends too on Instagram. A lot of my influencer friends have dealt with this too in the last 6 months or year. So I wanted to address it, to tell you the story, and then maybe you can give me your thoughts down below, or if you've ever dealt with anything similar. So this subscriber had collected 2 massive boxes of items for a grandparent who was on a limited budget. Everything from cleaning to shampoo, body wash, to everything and anything. 2 massive boxes. She dropped this off at her grandparents' home, and the grandparents live near a whole bunch of other family. So after the boxes arrived, obviously the couponer felt really great, her heart full, because she had purposefully collected all this stuff for one specific person. And it was to keep this person on budget so they weren't spending a lot of money, and just, stuff can be very thoughtfully curated, And within 2 days, she came to find out that everything was gone, that all the extended family came over, grabbed the Clorox, the Tide, the this, the that, and the boxes were bare. And the grandparent has a really giving heart that if somebody showed up and he's like, I really need the Tide Pods, I really need this. But they went shopping and just cleared out these boxes, and the couponer felt less than that. You put all this effort into something to curate these boxes, and then poof, it's gone. And it was for this elderly grandparent, who probably isn't as spry to get out and do stuff. So there was some intention there, and, she was really angry. And to that, this is one of the hardest lessons about couponing and giving your stockpile away, is that once you give it to somebody, it's gone. So if they want to give everything to a charity, you have to be cool with that. If they want to give everything to somebody else because they want to help somebody else out, that is their giving spirit. If somebody's just going to go and take whatever, then that's a different video. But it seemed like this grandparent wanted to just help out extended family that showed up, and they wanted stuff. I don't know why that person didn't take the temperature in the room and say, well, Grandma, you keep one Tide and one this, and I'll take one of each. Why they would just have to take all the boxes. I mean, that seemed kind of rude, I would say. I think moving forward, what I suggested is that if you wanted to just give one of each, one Kleenex, one Tide, don't fill up boxes filled and filled and filled with stuff like it's a store. Just provide one of each, and then maybe that sort of behavior would not happen. But it was really soul crushing almost when you put that much effort into something. But when somebody is gifted this stuff, if they want to do something with it, I think you just have to accept it. And I know that's really hard to say, because you could say, oh, it's so rude, but it happens. A couple years back, I had a friend, and this is maybe 5 years or 6 years back. It was an old workmate from a place I worked at. So we would probably gather maybe once a year, and I would often gift a lot of my couponing stuff to this individual. And, I have no problem parting with my stuff. And I remember, clear as day, I had given some stuff, and it wasn't a whole lot. It was maybe one large priority shipping box, that size, of an Amazon box that size. And it had some shampoo and just the greatest hits of stuff for your stockpile. And I'll never forget, guys. I gifted it to this person, and then it was about a month later, she presented some photos to me through text about how she gifted everything to her 2 friends. And I remember thinking, if you're going to do it, just do it. You don't really have to share this with me. But she had to share it with me. And so I sent her a message back, because I was really surprised, because I didn't remember everything I threw into the boxes. But I said, did you even keep a single thing for yourself? And she's like, yeah, I kept one Dove shampoo, but 99.999% of everything was gone. And at that point, I was really hurt. I'm like, I did all this for my friend to help her out, and she just gave everything away. And at the time, I talked to another coupon friend of mine, and She just said, once you hand over that stuff, that person can do whatever they want. And I'm not the police of it. It's not my property anymore. It's them, and they can do whatever they want. And you just have to take it like it is. And what I have noticed, and this is really, really weird, but maybe you guys can let me know in the comments too if you've ever dealt with this before. Once you give something away, the blessing of that item comes back a millionfold to you. So, say I was giving away all my Clorox. The next day, I would have an M-Perk for like a free Clorox, or there would be a deal at Walgreens to get it totally for free, or I would find it on clearance for like 10 cents. That happens a lot to me, and I don't really understand why, but it's like whatever you're throwing out to the universe, it comes back. And that was a big lesson for me to learn that once you give something away, if somebody wants to just donate it to the SPCA or just donate it to some group, you got to be cool with it. And you are not the micromanager of stuff. And that's the hardest thing to say, but it's kind of like a lesson in this too. And if you have somebody who will just want to give everything away, give one of each. I think that's the smartest thing. So one Clorox, one Febreze, one thing of toilet paper, and one thing of detergent. That's it in a bag. Done, but if you were gonna like really stock somebody up, if they are not assertive, or they just want to give everything away because they're exceptionally generous, um you just have to accept whatever they do with it. And that's really harder. It's easier said than done, but the blessings of giving to family or to charities, I've always noticed with myself, and this is weird, that it comes back 100-fold to me. So I never try to be that way anymore. I mean, I think initially when I first started, and I would purposefully put these boxes all together, and if somebody would do that to me, I would be like, oh my gosh, how rude. Or I would just like be so hurt by that, or it would really just mess with my day. But now I'm just like, whatever. If you want to just give it all away, that's cool. And if they share that information with me, or if I figure it out from a different family member that everything was given to one person, I'll just give them one of each next time, and that's it. So another aspect of this is with my friend, I could have asked her specifically what she wanted instead of me making an assumption and saying she needs this, she needs that. Because what if I gave her a bunch of stuff that would give her a migraine headache, or stuff that she can't use because she's allergic to certain perfumes or products? I had no idea. And then my friend could have looked at the box and said, only thing I can use is the Dove shampoo, and then just grab those two, call it a day. But I'll never know. And then for the subscriber and her grandparent, perhaps in the future, just ask specifically what they need, and then just put a couple in a bag. That's what I would suggest. But I know with this sort of video, there's going to be opinions from one side to the other. I'm curious to read what you guys think, or if you've ever dealt with this. And I know that if you have been couponing for a couple of years, you've probably dealt with this, and hopefully there was a lesson between the lines. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.